How was your experience with iNeuron?
My experience with the iNeuron, I truly believe my experience was really great.
Where are you currently working right now?
I am working with the math company right now.
I've seen many people, if they're from non-technical or non-programming background, they say, first of all, you cannot do it. Okay, there is no such jobs. So what advice would you like to give those kind of people?
I like to give to all the people out there is consistency. If you are consistent and dedicated enough, you can do it.
Hello guys, we have with us Raghav Bakshi, who has recently made a transition to data science in the math company. And he has made a transition as a fresher. So a lot of things we'll talk with Raghav. Raghav, again, welcome to this amazing podcast. Again, definitely like the discussion that we'll have will definitely help a lot for the entire audience who are preparing for data science. So welcome, Raghav, again.
Yeah, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, first of all?
I'm also good, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, guys, if you don't know about Raghav, he has probably taken the FSDS Feb batch. He was the FSDS batch which we launched from the first batch from iNeuron. He was there with us, and he was in his fourth year probably. He was doing an integrated program of BSc and MSc, right? What you said,
Yeah, in
Raghav?
economics.
Okay, and then probably he made a transition to this. So, Raghav, just to start, let's have a brief intro about you and your education background, and what made you specifically get interested towards data science.
Yeah, okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Raghav Bakshi. I'm from Jammu and Kashmir, and I started my after my 12th class. I got myself enrolled in a 5-year integrated MSc economics course. So I'm completely from a non-technical background, and in my
Hmm.
fourth year, when I was analyzing, okay, these are my career options, which can I prefer or I can do it. So I was fascinated to see, okay, there is a career option for economic student which is known as data science.
Mhm,
And initially I was trying to learn all the basic skills,
mhm,
and then I got to know about Chris sir and his YouTube channel. There I got to know about the advanced analytics techniques, which are machine learning, deep learning, and all the applied stuff. So from there I started learning everything, and then I got myself enrolled in the FSDS Feb batch, where I've learned everything from scratch. I have no prior experience about coding or anything. I've learned everything over there. And after that, I took part in some of the placement drives from iNeuron, and also from my side, I applied through LinkedIn and I cracked a job in the math company now. And I'm working as a data scientist for the math company.
amazing, amazing. So, Raghav, this is a very big achievement coming from a non-technical, non-programming background and getting into a data science like kind of job, right? Where people have that feeling, no, you cannot do it. I think you may also have met with some people who may
Yeah,
have said this
you
thing.
surely can. If you want, you can.
Okay. So, Raghav, just let's talk about first your interview experience, like what all things they specifically asked in the interview. And before that, you can also talk about like in a high level overview. Okay. Not, don't go that depth, but high level overview, like how many rounds you had, what all type of simple questions that they asked and all.
Okay, sure. So for the math company, there were in total of 5 rounds. First was the aptitude round, second was
Mhm.
the English communication round.
Hmm.
The third and fourth round were the technical round, where they focused on a bit of machine learning, Python skills, and
Mhm.
how good we know stats.
Hmm. Hmm.
So a lot of probability questions were asked,
Mhm.
basic of machine learning algorithm questions, all
Hmm.
these stuff.
Hmm.
And the last one was the HR round, just the
Hmm.
basic HR discussions.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so almost basically like that 3 to 4 rounds, whatever is there. But in terms of level of difficulty, I'll say around 1 to 5. What number would you like to select in for your interview, basically?
So it was around, I think, 2 or 3,
Okay,
not
so
more
it
than
was
that. Yeah.
okay, perfect, great. So it is sometimes said, right? If you prepare well, your interview also
Yeah.
becomes easy, right?
Mm.
Something like that. Okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, now you're coming from the non-tech background, and obviously you got to know that, okay, I really want to do data science. So what were the challenges that you specifically faced while preparing?
So the biggest challenge was to learn a programming language.
Hmm.
So coming with no prior experience of what Python is, what other languages are, it was a quite difficult for me to learn programming language in the first instance.
Hmm.
After you are able to do Python programming or any programming, if you're able to build that logic,
Hmm.
everything becomes a cakewalk for you.
Hmm.
Even the machine learning libraries are available. You just need to call those libraries. Everything will be fine if you're not good with the programming part. So
Hmm.
for me, I can say the Python programming was the first the hurdle which I faced.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
So once you become good at programming, then later on everything becomes like a
yeah,
cakewalk.
everything is fine then.
Okay, perfect, great. Uh, and Raghav, let's talk about this. Like, how was your experience with iNeuron and the mentors of iNeuron?
So talking about the experience with the iNeuron, I truly believe my experience was really great, since I've highlighted it many times coming from a non-technical background. So Danshu sir taught us the basic programming language, Python. It was the way he taught us was way too easy. He made
Hmm.
things way too easy for us to understand and to implement. Plus all the hand holding that iNeuron gives, the assignments, the support team, everything helps us to build a good knowledge and skill set for us through which we can easily transition.
Hmm.
So
Great.
that was a this is actually a big holistic package which the iNeuron is providing us,
Hmm.
through which you can grow. Yeah.
So, how did you like to rate our FSDS course in the scale of 1 to 10? Like for anyone who's probably coming from non-technical or some other background.
So if you truly, I like to rate it almost 10. It is near to best actually, in the price which you in which you are offering the course, plus the amount of knowledge you are sharing. It
Hmm.
is truly amazing. Plus the course is a big. The curriculum of the course is quite large. You
Hmm.
can learn everything which is required in the data science field.
Hmm.
And believe me, the knowledge which I have gathered from the FSDS patch over a year
Hmm.
is actually, we can say, my daily work in the math company is very easy for me right now. There
Hmm.
are a lot of codes which I directly copy paste from there only.
That is nice. So, whatever probably things you have developed quickly, you can copy it, paste, and use
Yeah.
it. All right, let's talk about your day-to-day activities work in the math company. Like, what all kind of specific work you do, and what is the most exciting thing that you probably look at your company right now? Like, what task specifically you very much like it?
So basically, talking about my daily work, I am actually indulged in the whole pipelining part,
Hmm.
from extracting data from the client warehouses to bringing it to our systems, then
Hmm.
pre-processing it,
Hmm.
actually every part, then doing EDA, model training, and finally deploying it towards the client infrastructure.
Hmm.
I am indulgent to everything. And the best part, which I think about the company, is it gives us a variety of exposure into different domains.
Hmm.
And it helps us to acquire knowledge of every domain which we want. And since the business intelligence, or we can say domain knowledge, is one of the most important thing for a data scientist. So
Hmm.
being in the math company helps me to learn about different domains, and
Hmm.
which indeed I think is the best part of the company, and
Great.
they promote learning a lot.
Great. So, Raghav, just tell me one thing. See, since you're coming from this economics background, right? And economics is also an amazing subject. Like,
Yeah,
I have personally learned some of the things in that. Now, when you're coming from non-technical, non-programming background, there are many people who are from non-technical, non-programming background, and they also have an interest to probably get into the data analytics and direction. So, what kind of advice you may probably want to give them? Because see, I've seen many people, if they're from non-technical or non-programming background, they'll say, first of all, you cannot do it. Okay, there is no such jobs, no many jobs. You'll find so many people. I don't know whether you have got the advice of
and
those kind of people or not. I don't know. So, what advice would you like to give those kind of people? Like, if they are interested, should they start? How should they start? How should they prepare and all?
so let me tell you, if you are thinking that people will not get jobs, honestly, I've been in more than 20 interviews, and not even a single interviewer has asked me, okay, what have you done in the college?
Hmm.
As far as you are able to answer their questions, they'll not ask you which degree
Hmm.
you have done, which college you belong to.
Hmm.
And the piece of advice which I like to give to all the people out there is consistency.
Hmm.
If you want to do something, you need to be consistent at it. And if, for example, I was coming from a complete non-technical background, it was okay. It was difficult for me to learn a programming language in the first instance, but if you are consistent and dedicated enough, you can do it. It is not such that it is not possible for you to get into those things. You can.
Hmm.
So everything is possible. The key is consistency.
Great, 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 great. Thank you, Raghav, for clearing this specific doubt, because when I probably say, somebody will say that I'm a YouTuber or I'm running an edtech company, so I'll be saying like that. So at least we got an answer specifically from you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Raghav, with respect to preparation, what all strategies did you follow? How disciplined were you in this kind of preparation? And finally, you're able to crack job. Obviously, that is the result. That is the goal outcome. We can definitely say. So, what was the strategies that you followed while your learning process?
So basically, when I was learning, I tried to focus on Python and SQL in the first instance. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot survive in this industry for a single day if you're not equipped with these two skills.
Mm-hmm.
After these acquiring Python and SQL skills, I started doing the statistics part. But if you are clear with the statistic part, then you can jump into the machine learning.
Mm-hmm.
And getting a good basic knowledge of how every algorithm works, what is the math intuition behind every algorithm, will help you to gain a good knowledge about how the algorithm works and in what cases you can use them. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, a good overview of every machine learning algorithm. You should not go into, we can say, very depth, but a basic understanding of every algorithm is required.
Great. So, with respect to preparation, and obviously, you really need to follow a consistency. That is what probably you're saying. You need to be disciplined. Probably you need to manage your time and do multiple things. Okay, that's quite amazing. Did you give any more interviews other than probably the math company, or did you clear any other interviews, or you got only math company as such?
No, I got into 6 companies. I got offer from 6 companies. I
And
joined the
how did you decide the math company you have to probably go? And which all companies did you probably get the offer from?
I got the offer from Tiger Analytics. I got the offer from TCS, Tata IQ, Cube
Hmm.
AI, and I
Hmm.
was in talks with PwC.
Hmm. Hmm. And then
So,
finally, how did you decide this?
so math company was actually is one of the fastest growing AI data science firm.
Okay.
So I thought the opportunities which I'll get here maybe will not be as much. We can say, okay, working in a big firm where your contribution is not much valuable is much. I can say I'll not prefer. Instead of working in a small firm where we can learn a lot and your
Hmm.
contribution actually matters,
Hmm.
which I see
Great.
here. Every
Okay.
work I do is directly getting reflected to client
But just
profitability.
imagine, Raghav, you're having 6 offers. First of all, you'll be confused which company to ask, which company to go. I think you may have picked many people for that.
You are,
Yeah,
you
asked
are
for.
one of them.
You have asked the advice, and finally, I've probably decided. Yeah, salary will also be one of the thing with respect to the salary. Almost every company were giving same, or there were some differences.
Salary wise, I can tell you the band actually. It was
Hmm.
ranging between 4.5 to 9 lakhs.
Amazing as a fresher,
Yeah.
right? Coming from a non-technical background. Okay, if we probably take the median part also, it'll be somewhere around 6,
Yeah.
right? That's really amazing. That's really good, as a fresher, and obviously your story that you're probably told that will definitely motivate the entire audience. Okay, now quickly we'll play a quick rapid fire. So I'll just talk about one word, whatever comes in your mind, you have to just answer them.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. The first thing, who is your role model?
Role model, Elon Musk.
Perfect. Elon Musk. Okay. Any specific reason, Elon Musk? The
See,
way he takes his
like you
decision
have to
and
be
probably.
too smart to get there, or you need to be a bit crazy actually.
Okay. So, what is the first thing that comes in your mind when you hear about iNeuron?
iNeuron,
Hmm.
best teaching quality.
Great, great. What is the first word that probably comes when you think about data science?
Data science. It is actually a very fascinating word. People are revolving around a lot of myths. You cannot do this. You cannot do this. Okay. And the hottest profession.
Okay, perfect. What is your best decision in life till now?
Best decision. Okay, I think working with the math company.
Okay, perfect. That is obviously the best one, right? You're doing a job over there. You're doing, I think, but obviously, right, the kind of work you may probably be doing, it'll be like quite exceptional. Working in multiple domains. Now it's like you're utilizing your brain to solve a common problem, right?
Yeah.
And that can really impact a larger audience. That is obviously definitely good. Who influenced you to probably get into this data science field? It may be your friend, someone you maybe have probably heard, oh, data science mein ye kar denge, wo kar denge, and suddenly you said, okay, I'll go like that. Has
It
anybody
was,
influenced you?
no, it
No.
was actually exploring internet, what career options you have, and
Okay.
finally landing on one thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. And what is the favorite part of your current job?
The favorite part is actually learning about new businesses, how they work, and
Yes.
how I can help them to be better.
Okay. Now, see, Raghav, after you have probably got the job, right? What do you think the learning pattern is now? Will we need to update continuously our skill sets because
Yeah,
to
sure.
probably face the problem that we are going to get ahead?
Yes, for sure. You have to continuously upskill yourself because every project you get, they'll be working on new technologies. But if you're very good with your basics now, everything is quite easy for you. Learning new technologies will not get very difficult for you.
True, true. So great, Raghav. It was amazing having a conversation with you. One final advice for the people who really want to get into the tech industry. Any advice that you really want to give?
Work hard.
Work hard. That's
Yeah,
it. Huh?
that's
Yeah.
it.
Obviously,
It's-
unless and until you will not work hard, your interview will also not become easy, right?
yeah,
As I said. Okay. So, yes, guys, this was it from our side for this particular podcast with Raghav. I hope you have learned a lot of things out of this particular podcast. Raghav, if somebody comes and probably pings you in LinkedIn and all, ask you information regarding how you probably made a career transition, please do help them out.
for
Okay.
sure.
And definitely, Raghav, do provide reference. That is also a very good thing. And I think Math Company, Tiger Analytics, these all companies are having huge number of referrals also, right?
Yeah.
So yes, this was it from our side, guys. We will see you all in the next video. Thank you, Raghav. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.